Welcome to Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Today, Lest We Forget was a short-run old-time radio documentary drama series that aired in the immediate post-World War II era. Produced in 1946, the series was designed as a memorial and reflection on the war effort, aiming to preserve the stories, sacrifices, and lessons of World War II for the American public. So let's take a look back at what America thought of World War II.
Lest we forget the American dream.
And they're having the most wonderful sale at Ogilvy's. Just about everything you can want.
Albert, that may be your idea of a lamb chop, but it's not mine.
Ladies, please, quiet, please. We'll resume the meeting. Mrs. Porter has asked for the floor. Mrs. Porter.
Thank you, Madam Chairlady. Am I in order now in proposing a new member?
New member? Yes, Mrs. Porter.
Then I'd like to propose Mrs. Joseph Carody.
Mrs. Carody, for membership in the Women's City Club? No, really?
Lest we forget the American dream. Another in this series of programs dedicated to you, to me, to all Americans and the kind of America we want to live in. Today's story, Occupation Housewife, starring Elissa Landy.
Madam Secretary, will you announce the result of the voting?
In favor of admitting Mrs. Carody, 4 votes. Opposed, 29 votes.
Madam Chairlady.
Yes, Mrs. Porter?
I don't think we're being very fair in our attitude. Any woman interested in civic affairs who has something to contribute should be welcomed as a member of our club. I can assure you that Mrs. Carody is a fine person, an asset to the community.
Mrs. Porter, your proposal has been voted down. If you wish to introduce Mrs. Carody's name at a future meeting, you of course have the right to do so. But now we must proceed with the plans for our annual antique glassware and flower show.
You sit down. You know there's no sense in antagonizing Mrs. Meriwether Lewis, Mrs. City National Bank Lewis. Not you, Mrs. Samuel J. Porter, wife of a young construction engineer anxious to get ahead in this town. But you're disturbed, frankly disturbed. You know the reason Mrs. Carody was blackballed by the majority of the club, and you don't like it. You don't like it one bit. And that night after dinner.
A mighty fine meal. Better even than my mother cooked.
Thanks, Sam.
What's troubling you, Edna? I do anything wrong? Forget your birthday or something?
No, Sam, you haven't done anything.
Oh, I get it. Today's Tuesday. Women's City Club meeting. Somebody didn't like your dress.
Not my dress, Sam. My friends.
You're kidding. Who didn't they like?
Mary Carody. They blackballed her.
Joe Carody's wife?
That's right.
Well, now, that doesn't really surprise you, does it?
Oh, I know what you're going to say. The Carodys are newcomers, and they don't live in the right part of town, and they don't play golf, and they don't go to our church. But now that's not important,
Look,
Sam.
Cutie, you don't have to sell me. I think the Carodys are fine. That bunch of women you have to work on.
I just can't understand them. They're intelligent, they're socially minded, they want to improve the community.
Sure. They love humanity. Everybody except people who speak with an accent. Unless it's very British or very French.
Sam, you're not helping me a bit.
Edna, you're just one woman, and thank goodness not a snob. But you've got the whole club against you. Why don't you relax? You can't make them over.
You say to yourself, Sam's probably right. One woman against the whole club. What can you do all by yourself? But wait a minute. You're not all alone. 29 women voted against Marie, true. But there were 4 who wanted her. 4 yes votes. That's something to start with. And an idea strikes.
But I don't understand, Mrs. Porter.
I can't understand it either, Mrs. Sackville. To think that a group of intelligent modern women could be so narrow-minded.
Narrow-minded?
Yes, voting against Mrs. Carrady just because she's foreign-born and denying us the benefit of all her experience in communal affairs in Chicago.
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
Oh, she was very active at one of the community centers there. Oh, I'm so glad you don't feel about her the way the others do.
Oh, of course I don't.
Of course not. I knew that you'd want her in the club. Yes, Mrs. Thornley, I do think that Mrs. Carrady is a remarkable woman. Oh, you've seen what she's done with that old rundown Jackson place. Just as spick and span as anything could be. And those lovely gardens.
Yes. It does look very nice.
If only the other members of the club could see it our way.
Oh, but I voted...
I mean the way you and I and Mrs. Sackville see it.
Helen Sackville? Oh, is she in favor?
But of course. She thinks just as we do, that it would be a real loss to us if we didn't admit Mrs. Carrady to the women's club.
Edna Porter, these cookies are simply delicious.
Oh, they're heavenly. Wherever did you find the recipe?
Marie Carrady gave it to me.
Oh, Marie Carrady. Oh, the woman that
She's a wonderful cook and a devoted mother. Her little boy's down with a cold, you know, or she would have come over here this afternoon.
Oh, really, Mrs. Porter? After what happened at the last meeting?
Yes, that was a disgrace, wasn't it? But I don't think we should give up, do you?
I beg your pardon?
Especially not you, Henrietta Gladstone. Why, do you know what Sam said when I told him the story you always tell about Colonel Gladstone?
I can't imagine.
He said, I'll bet Colonel Gladstone wasn't very popular with some of his friends either when he enlisted under George Washington.
Yes, it was a courageous thing to do, wasn't it?
A little like voting to admit Marie Carrady when so many were against her.
Well, yes, I suppose it was, in a way.
Why, Henrietta, I surely thought that you voted against her. I know that I did.
Well,
Oh, I can't believe that, Gloria. Why, Marie Carrady admires you so. She said your needlework exhibit at the bazaar compared with anything she ever saw in Czechoslovakia. And you know how exquisite that is.
Oh, did she really, Mrs. Porter? How nice of her.
But of course, that shouldn't make any difference where the club is concerned. After all, we're all entitled to our own opinions.
But we can also make mistakes, Edna. There's no law says I can't change my mind. A woman's privilege, you know.
Ladies, please, may we have quiet, please? Madam Secretary, do you have the count?
Those in favor of reconsidering Mrs. Joseph Carrady for membership, 13. Opposed, 18.
Well, you tried, and it looks as if Sam was right. You can't make them over. You're disappointed and you're angry. The minute you get home, you go straight to the telephone. You're still talking when Sam gets in.
Edna, where are you?
On the phone, Sam. Be through in a minute.
Make it short, will you, dear? I want to talk to you.
Helen, I have to go. Sam just came in. You will call the others, won't you? It's a last chance that maybe it'll work. Right. Goodbye now.
Edna, what's going on with that club of yours?
What do you mean?
Seems the Samuel J. Porters, that's us, darling. It seems we're radicals in favor of the un-American elements in town, that we're running down the good old line American families. It seems that we're also running down real estate values and, oh yes, we want all the children of this city to grow up with foreign accents.
Sam, what kind of nonsense is this? Who says things like that?
Everybody, apparently. I had lunch with 3 of the men from the office, and they all said so.
Which 3?
You know only one of them, Martinson.
Martinson, the chief draftsman?
Correct. Boss's right-hand man. Old man Smith swears by Martinson.
Oh, Sam, this is serious, isn't it?
I don't know. Martinson as good as said that if you didn't drop this agitation he called it, well, the least I could expect would be to lose out on my promotion.
But that's unfair, Sam. What I do at the club is one thing. Your business is another.
Martinson doesn't think so. I'm afraid old man Smith doesn't either. He's asked me to drop in and see him personally on Friday.
Friday? Oh, Sam, that's the day I'm giving a tea for Marie Carrady. I've already asked everyone to come.
Oh, my. Well, that does it, I guess.
What do you think I ought to do, Sam? Should I call it off?
Well, Edna, I don't know.
Looks as if I bit off more than I can chew. And if it means your future, well...
Marie Carity means a lot to you, doesn't she, dear?
It's not Marie Carity so much, Sam. Well, people oughtn't to act the way they have towards her. They didn't give her a chance. It's wrong, that's all.
Sure, it's wrong. I tell you what, cutie. I'm not going to ask you to call off that party.
But what about Mr. Smith and your promotion?
I'm willing to take my chance.
But, Sam...
You do whatever you think is right, dear. And whatever you do will be right. What's for supper?
That's quite a guy you married. But what should you do? It would be so easy to pick up the phone, say you have a sick headache, and cancel the tea. You're no professional do-gooder. You're just a housewife, and that's a full-time job. But if you're going to act like some kind of frightened savage about Marie Carity, why... No, you can't do it. You can't.
Oh, really, Edna, I'm sorry it's all over. It's been such a lovely party.
Thank you, Gloria.
Oh, indeed it has been. And that Mrs. Carity, what a wonderful sense of humor. Really, I can't remember when I've had such a good time.
Sense of humor? Of course she's got a sense of humor. But that woman makes sense, too. And her ideas about having a community center right here in town, why, it's just the project the Civic Club needs.
I'm so glad you had the chance to talk to her, Mrs. Lewis.
Edna, I've been a fool, and I want to apologize. I'm not going to ask you to submit her name again. I'll do it myself.
You closed the door behind the last of them, and you feel like dancing. You did make them over. You did make them see. But what about Sam? Sam? Oh, Lordy. You get a sinking feeling. What happened to Sam? And again you're wondering if you did the right thing after all. Then the door opened.
Well, dear, how the ladies like Marie Carity?
They liked her, and she's going to get into the club. But what about you? Oh, Sam, tell me. Don't keep me in suspense.
Congratulations. I've brought a little present for you. A laurel wreath for your victory. Here.
What is it?
It's a gift certificate from Ogilvy's for the finest fur coat they have.
But I don't understand.
Mrs. Porter, you are now looking at the new executive assistant to Old Man Smith. Thanks to you, darling.
Sam, what are you talking about?
Sammy said, this business is rooted in this town. Not just a way of making money. It's a way of improving the community. I've heard about the battle your wife's having at the Women's Club. How do you feel about it?
What did you say, Sam?
I told him that whatever you did was right and I believed in it.
Oh, Sam, you darling.
He said, Sam, I'm glad to hear it. I have to live in this town, and by George, I want it to be a friendly town. He said he wanted his executives to take an active part in community affairs. And that went for their wives, too. And he was especially glad he had a new executive assistant whose wife felt the same way and was doing something about it.
You look at Sam and you kiss him. If Mr. Smith were there, you'd kiss him, too. You're glad there are people like Sam and Mr. Smith, unselfish people with real civic pride who want their communities to improve, who feel as you do about prejudice and unfairness and want to root it out so that everyone has a chance. Everyone, whether he speaks with an accent or eats different food or goes to a different church. That is the way you and they want this town, this country of yours to be.
The Institute for Democratic Education has brought you another in its series of programs, Lest We Forget, The American Dream. Today's story starred Elissa Landy. Listen in again next week for another in this series of programs dedicated to you, to me, to all Americans, and the kind of America we want to live in. Not tomorrow, but today.
Well, folks, that's all for this episode here on Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Now, bringing these golden oldies back to life takes no small amount of time and effort from our good friend Randy cleaning up the audio. converting the files, and making sure each show has the best audio possible. If you've enjoyed the program and you'd like to help keep these classics on the airwaves night after night, why not consider a small donation? Every penny goes straight to supporting Randy's work and helping this channel stay on the air. You'll find the links down in the description below. And for those of you kind souls who've already given, Randy tips his fedora to you. Your support truly keeps this old radio spirit alive. Thanks ever so much. And until next time, keep those dials tuned and keep the memories rolling.